And I think we are live. All right. Let me close this tab out. What is up, my people? It's your boy JB back at it again. Happy New Year's, and I hope y'all had a very, very Merry Christmas. All right, so it is 1:57 a.m. Um, I've been wanting to do this since New Year's Eve. I've been meaning to get on here and make this video regarding crypto and regarding the projections that we had made for the dollar and everything. Just to have a recap and to really just say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year again. I've been meaning to get on to really recap on all that. And I started my year off a little bit wrong, to be honest, because you should not procrastinate, guys. Come on. That is 2015 stuff. 2020, 2021, no procrastination. Whenever you feel like doing something, just get up and do it, guys. So this video should have been out since New Year's Eve. But either way, we are here on the 3rd. Could not sleep, guys, on this Saturday. Now Sunday, and had to make this video. So here we are. I hope everybody is doing great, and I hope that y'all get some major nuggets from what we will be talking about today. So we'll be going over a couple things. First off, we're gonna go over US30. I have some before and after pictures of uh, just the last week's projections that we had on each of these pairs. So we're just gonna have a recap on that. I was in Mexico for Christmas, so I just got back on Wednesday. Yeah, so I got back on Wednesday, and yeah, so whenever I did these projections, I did them before I left to Mexico, about a week and a half ago, I guess you could say, when these projections were made. But we'll go over all that. We're gonna go over XRP. We're gonna go over gold, um, Bitcoin, of course, and Chainlink. So we got a pretty good session ahead of us. We're gonna go over DXY, the dollar, and what we see coming on that. Stimulus checks that have come by. What do we think is gonna happen with the movement inside the market with these stimulus checks? The news with XRP, them getting sued, $1.3 billion loss on their side, which I mean they could settle for less, but that's how much they're trying to uh, get charged. They're trying to charge them $1.3 billion. So we'll get into a couple of things, but before further ado and keep on going, I just want to let y'all know that I, again, am not a certified financial advisor, guys. I'm just a regular cat out here that has been trading for 5 years now, and sharing this knowledge. I'm sharing my point of view, and you do what you may with the information. Okay, so yeah, in the future we have some big stuff coming for we do have Oasis Trading Club. We have an office here in Dallas, me and three of my associates, and we teach people a lot of what crypto is and forex and all of that trading and all that good stuff. But I just want to let y'all know a little bit of that, just people who are new to the channel maybe have never seen any of the videos before. So that's pretty much a little bit of who we are, who I am. But yep, enjoy the free nuggets while they last, because nothing good is free forever, guys. We'll just leave it at that. But okay, so um, Dow Jones US30. We are going to put this on the monthly scale real quick, starting off. And all right, so US30, guys, this thing has just been ridiculous. This is 2015, and as you can see from 2015, We have just seen a ridiculous bull market here, and this bull market reached a top here in the beginning of 2020 when the coronavirus hit, and the coronavirus just completely plummeted the markets all the way to April. And then April, it just started rising and rising and rising. And now it has gone even higher than that huge correction that we had those 2 months of the coronavirus. So those 2 months, it was just huge, huge, huge correction, guys. And right here, whoever went in on the stocks, right here, man, they had just been making gains since then. The thing is, how long will these gains last? Is it gonna keep on soaring? Is it gonna have a huge correction again? Um, so this is just my thought on it, guys. They have been predicting, they have been saying that we're gonna have a second surge of coronavirus. Now with the vaccine, a lot of people are saying, well, I mean, the second wave should be pretty controlled because now we have the vaccine. But these vaccines, guys, we're they're still on trial. You know, we're the guinea pigs right now. Just being real about it. There's not enough science behind it, enough trials behind it, enough time really for these trials to be done. So only time will tell how successful the vaccine will be against mass spread again, um, because viruses, they also can genetically modify themselves, let's say, so that they evolve uh, to something bigger than what the cure was. If that explains what I'm trying to say. So they might end up needing to make another vaccine, but if that were the case. But I mean, I'm not trying to like put bad vibes out there or anything like that. All I'm saying is, if this is what the first wave did, and the second wave is supposed to be crazier, what is a real possibility out here? What is a real possibility that could happen? Um, so right now with the stimulus that has come out, um, I don't know if a lot of y'all, um, I don't know what a lot of y'all are doing with the stimulus check. I don't know if y'all are investing it. That might have to do with some of the surges that we've seen on Bitcoin and on all of these stocks. These huge rallies that they're having might be that stimulus going into the market. I know a lot of my friends were just waiting on the check to invest in some more crypto with it. So I'm just saying that might also be pushing the market up. But on the technical standpoint, uh, I'm huge on divergence, guys. I'm huge on divergence, and this divergence has just been getting ridiculous, ridiculous. So, what will happen next? Huge correction? Possibly, possibly, guys. So, I am about to show y'all what I've been up to on US30. This is on the weekly now. All right, so on the weekly, it just keeps going on a higher divergent peak. All right, and on a daily, it is doing the same exact thing, but on this smaller scale wedge right there. So we have been following that wedge, this little flag right here. It's been diverging on its own. Just Beautiful, beautiful freaking divergence. So as we have been following it, this is what we had come up with. And I'm gonna show you the before. So that's on the daily. We're gonna go to the hours. All right. All right. So on this hourly, this is one of the trades we took. This is actually right on that day that we marked it up, and I was on my way to Mexico. And let me see right here. So this is the before of it. All right. So we have marked it up. We were expecting it to start dropping from there. This was the first target. I expected it to possibly bounce up and make a higher high before we dropped to that target I had. First take profit. Let's see if I could. There we go. So this is on a daily. This other picture is on the hourly, and this was around the second zone. If we broke through, then expecting somewhere in this area, but we had to break through this green zone. So those were the targets that we had on US30. All right, that's gold. I'll get into gold in a bit. All right, but yeah, that was US30. So let's go back to the chart, and as you can see, we uh, it was here where we went into that trade. Beautiful, beautiful drop. As soon as we went into the trade, there was almost no drawdown um, right here. And then we hit our first target. All right, so we wanted it to come here and possibly rebound all the way back up. So we actually came down and broke through completely, guys. So once we broke through, hit about this is about 7,000 pips right there. So once we hit the 7,000 pips, we thought we were gonna come a little bit lower to around this area, but as soon as it hit this area, this price action here, it rebounded all the way back up. All right, so we ended up taking profits somewhere around here, which I mean, it's not too shabby. I was just going for this, and it just bam completely broke out. So we moved the stop loss, and then boom, I was like, whoa! So we just ended up getting out here, and we're glad we did. Came all the way back up. This was another trade up here, but after that, um, we went kind of like what we had predicted first. It was going to keep channeling around this, but we ended up actually breaking out through here. So once we broke out, right now what I have is either breaking out of this channel and going to our targets, original targets, somewhere around here, maybe a little bit lower to the next area, or it's going to end up touching this first. So huge move that it did. I think that we might end up touching this red line, which is a weekly target where each peak has been meeting at. So if it goes up there to meet that peak, then if it goes up there, then I will be looking for a pretty nice sell all the way back down from that area. All right, so needs to just kiss it. Yep, just needs to kiss that area right there. I'll end up put another horizontal line on there, somewhere around there. Bam. So 3,800. Man, if it just goes up there, just telling you, just quick wick. And that will be the sell in my point of view. So even just coming back down here, that's freaking huge. Even just going for a quick sell where you're risking, oh my god, just risking, what is that, 1,300 pips. You'll be gaining 2,800 pips. So risk 1,000 to gain 3,000. It's not bad at all. Not bad at all. And if it actually comes all the way back down, you're looking at a second target. Minimum 8,000 pips, 20,000 pips. That'd be insane. Insane, but very possible. Alright, so that's what I have on US30. Um, is it possible that this just breaks and starts making some crazier moves out of this whole zone? It's possible, but I'm gonna stick to my bearish analysis until we see otherwise. All right, so well, I drew that a little bit crazy. I don't think so. Let me just try a little bit more realistic of what I think will happen. All right, and then from here, I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure we'll go back up. So we break, yes. But this is the target I want. Somewhere around this whole area, this whole price action is what I want to see as a target for US30. We'll see if we can get a huge correction like that. I believe we can. I believe it's time for one. So we're going to keep an eye on that. US30 for a huge drop. And yeah, try to risk 1,000 pips to gain around 18,000, 15 to 20,000, let's say. Pips. That's not bad at all. My kind of trade. All right, so that is US30. We're going to go and move on to, we had gold, I think, next. Gold. All right, so gold, man, this is what we had on it. Major key point where it was. I was going for a sell on it, but some of my people were looking at it for a buy. So I mean, I had all the scenarios that were possible that I could see from breaking it down on each time frame, and this is what I had come up with. So now we're gonna go and see how it ended up playing out. All right, gold. Boom. All right, so this is gold. This is where we drew it out on. And all right, so again, this is where we drew it, and this is what ended up playing out, which is scenario number 2. This is scenario 1, scenario 2, scenario 3 possibilities. All right, so I went with the second one, the one that I was thinking about it going down as a sell for sure from here, and then I wasn't too sure what was going to happen. And it went with the second scenario. It just came down, touched it perfectly, and then went back up. is grinding on the trend line and what will happen next. We're back at the same spot, really. Are we going to break through, retest, and keep on flying? Or are we going to come back down and continue going with scenario number 3? I think we're going to keep on rising, guys. I think that Bitcoin moving like it has already um, will give us this break here on gold so that we can see gold reach anywhere from $21 to $2,200 an ounce in the next couple of months. So again, anywhere from 21 to 22 easily, guys. You know, if you're really talking numbers, I could see a 26 to $3,000 gold per ounce by the end of 2021. So again, I could see, you know, because you're going to 23, 24 easily, all right, easily here. But to really go to like from 26 to 30 in a year, it's insane. But I could easily see it. Well, not that one, not so easily, but I could see it. You know, I could see it. But as far as 24, 22 to 24 right here, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. So, all my gold investors, better hodl. Better hold on for dear life. Hodl gang. All right. So, if gold breaks this right here, which is really the 1900 level, if it breaks the 1900 level, I will be buying into like actual position. All right, so I will be placing a position and letting it ride on gold. Yep, if this comes to be so, major money to be made, um, and you know just do the math behind it, which we are gonna do right now. So if it breaks out and you go in there, guys, on the breakout, you would have to risk 970. So you would have to risk 200 pips or so. All right, so let's say you're risking 200 pips. All right, but you're gaining easily 2,000 pips. So, I mean, you'd be risking 200 pips to gain 2,000 pips. Um, and then if it goes to where we're expecting easy 3,000 or more, if you really want to hold on like that. But I mean, 2,000 pips, take profit, just take your money, take the money and run. So, you know, that's what I see coming on gold. We'll see how it ends up playing out. But yep, that buy looks very promising. Very promising. Unless we break that red trend line on a 4-hour scale, we're just gonna keep on rising. So we'll be looking for buys on gold, and since we have our level that cannot be broken, we know where our stop loss can be if we would like an early entry. So This right here was the initial entry. Came back, retest, retest. Will we see one more slight touch somewhere around this area or this area before we keep going higher? Possible entry number one, possible entry number two. If we were to move this here, you're still looking at around a 200 pip stop loss. If you were to do that, you could cut it in half into a 100 pip stop loss. All right, so that is what I will be looking for on gold. I'm excited, very excited to see how this is going to play out, and I'm excited to catch and hunt that position on there. That is who I am. I am a position hunter, and I am a motherfucking beast at it. All right, so that is what we're gonna do on gold, guys. That is the plan. Those are the price targets. If you want to go ahead and pause the video, you could see the price targets that we are trying to get as entries. Okay. And yep, says that's gold. Sorry, guys, getting a little tired here. All right, but that is what we're gonna do. Okay, so gold, writing it out for the long term. Once we catch this peak on here, I'm pretty sure we're gonna have a huge divergence on a weekly, monthly scale. So we should just be careful around 22, like I'm saying, because we could see a huge drop from 22 all the way back down to like 2000 or something like that. But yeah, that is gold. We're gonna move on so we can get going through this. All right, so dollar index is on the 30 minutes. It's XRP. All right, so dollar index on 30 minutes. We had been following that on this trend line. We needed to break or come back down and mess around from that other zone, which is here. So come back here, and we had to see what it was going to do from there. So that is what we had on index. We're going to see how that played out. All right, so this is the index. This is what ended up playing out. All right, so we ended up going with scenario number one. We ended up breaking out, went to around the first area and surpassed it, and almost reached all the way to the second target. First target, second target. So it went, and then it came all the way back down. Sorry, guys. Went back up. All right. So, bam. Freaking just beautiful. But then came all the way back down. So we're like, okay. Re entered and actually, man, got in for the second wave. Because, I was like, oh, okay, it's just going with the second scenario, just closing out the gap. So it was beautiful. And then all the way back. And I thought this was going to end up breaking, going bullish. And it just, damn, that one caught me off guard. So when that happened, We just had to let it go, let it do its thing, and then started following it again right here on a 30-minute, 15-minute scale. It broke through, and this is where we got our next entry on DXY. So we're actually riding Euro USD right now, and USD Chef. So we are thinking that DXY will keep on doing its projection that we had from the first round over here. So right now I will be looking for something like this. Well, something like that. Second possibility is that we come here and then go up. And obviously the third is that we would break through this zone and actually go lower. So if we break through that zone, I'm done with the buy on the DXY. But because of the stimulus checks, this is what the stimulus announcement did. That move right there. So now that the stimulus checks actually started coming in, I think that we should easily see double this move, which would end up looking something like, well, if you start from the bottom, it would end up looking something around this lines. First, second, and reaching our major breakout zone here, which I'll show you what that is. All right, so put it on the daily. Oh, oh, come on. Oh, come on. Okay, guys, sorry. So, anyways, like I was saying, this is the major breakout area right here, this price action. So, once it broke out of there, it has not retested it. Right now, these peaks, these points are divergent. So, I'm thinking we will see this come and retouch at least around this area here if we don't come all the way back up to around somewhere in here. But either way, it's going to come up, give us some nice divergence on the 4 hours, some consolidation on the daily, and it'll signal us to go all the way back down and make a lower low. But for now, I'm waiting on that major buy all the way back up to the breakout zone. And I think that we're going to see it. But only for a couple of days, couple of weeks. And then February, March, April, May, June, July, August, all the way down. All the way down. So again, just a quick up here, maybe around here, but ultimately all the way down. All the way down. And once we reach that zone, could we go start all the way up again? Possibly. Possibly. But I foresee a different kind of future. I think we're just going to keep on going lower. Why do I think that? If you see my other videos, I explain it a little bit more in depth. But just to keep it short and simple, the cycles that the dollar has had before. All right, so this was the first drop. This was the second drop right here. Perfect, that's the first. And then this is the third drop right here. perfect as the others. Beautiful. All right. So we'll end up somewhere around 54, somewhere around 50. And that's what I see on the dollar. So again, I am looking for this to continue, but we have to break through the zones here. And, yeah, if we keep going lower and break through price 89,600, then we are probably continuing the bearish trend. Unless we do that, I'm bullish. So that is the dollar. We'll check on the dollar and see what ended up playing out. We're just gonna close this off with XRP and then Bitcoin. All right, so XRP, guys, it freaking got sued by the SEC because they said that they are not a true currency, they are a security. So, oh, come on. So, a lot of people got scared. You know, a lot of people started taking their money out. You can see right here from 20 cents or so, it went all the way up to 80 cents, which it was actually at 90 cents on Coinbase. Right here, they didn't mark it right. I don't know why, Kraken. But either way, it has it going up to 80 cents on here, 90 cents on Coinbase, came all the way back down, reached 16 cents, and is consolidating now to, I believe, make a higher high. That's not going to stop it, guys. XRP is going to keep on rising. If you really believe in the project and really know, what they've been doing this whole time, there's no reason to fear. Let them do their thing, and they will come out on top. I believe so. I mean, I'm just going to keep it sweet, short, simple on XRP. But I do believe that the buy is definitely coming. And if you are a believer of XRP, you should not be fearful. Be greedy when others are fearful, and be fearful when others are greedy. Okay, like Warren Buffett said. So it's a good time to buy, in my point of view. This thing loves making flags and breaking out of them by shooting up in the sky. So right here would be the flag. And it already broke through the first one here. And we would have to find the floor, which was here. Bam. So just from this, I know that if we break out of this floor, we're away from the buys. But as long as we can keep on top of it, any break out of this line, any break signals a entry for a buy. So once that breaks, wherever it breaks, it is the entry for the buy. Stop loss would be underneath the lowest low that it had. If the lowest low was here, stop loss there. The lowest low is here, stop loss here. And then let it ride. All right. First target, easily 45 cents. 40 to 45 cents, first target. All right. Bam. That is the trade right there in itself. 1 hour time frame, short, sweet, to the point, nothing too crazy. Yep, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. If we manage to break out of there, then whatever, possibilities are endless, right? But this is just what I see for the week. Who knows what will happen from there? Da, 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 right? But that is just the play for the week. Close it off with Bitcoin, guys. What is going on with Bitcoin? Damn. So I predicted a $30,000 Bitcoin by the end of the year. Um, and I myself could not believe it. Whenever my family hit me up in Mexico, because I did not have signal, so I couldn't even see the market in Mexico. But they hit me up that it had reached $28,000. That was a couple days before New Year's Eve. I told them that we were gonna see the breakout of 30. A lot of my people were asking, yo, man, so do I take some out? Is it gonna come all the way back down to 20 to 10K? What is it gonna do? So I told them that once it broke out of my 25,600, 25,500 area, that I had it going to 34 to 36,000. And they said, well, yeah, man, but I mean, it's at like 28, it's almost at 30. You think it'll reach 30? So a lot of people are saying it's going to come back down to 20. I was like, I don't know, man. All I know is that once it broke 25,600, like I had said, my next target is 34 to 36,000. All right. So now that we are here, what is JV looking at next? Well, from this zone, it is very, very, very key. If we're gonna see a retracement, it will be around this zone here, 34 to 36,000. Because the next areas from there is very, very, very important. It's 40K. So that's doubling what the last high was of 20,000, which is insane when you think about it. Insane. The amount of movement that it has done in so little time. But that is cryptos. That is cryptos. So now that we have broken through, this is our next area. Will we see a movement all the way back down to around 27,000? Anywhere from 25 to 27,000. I do not think we will see anywhere near 20,000, 19,000, like a lot of people are saying. I don't think we're going to see that. Not anytime close. I really don't think we are. I think we have very more possibility of it reaching 40,000 before we even see a $20,000 Bitcoin again. But we do have the possibility of it just coming back down, messing around, and erase that, and wicking, just, and then just rising. So I do see the possibility of that happening. And this is FOMO area, okay? 34 to 36 is FOMO area. That's why I think it's gonna collect a lot of money here, and it's just gonna drive people crazy from there. That 10K drop from 36, 35 all the way to 25, 26 or so, 10K difference right there will freaking freak some people out. That will take out a lot of people. So I think the market will definitely do something like that. But we'll see. We'll see what the market has in store, what cryptos has in store for us. My yearly prediction for Bitcoin was this. So this is a drawing that we had drawn out way in the beginning of the year. You're looking at, this was in June of 2020. All right. So June of 2020, we were at 8,500. I said that we had officially reached that double bottom there, and we had broken out here. So we were expecting it to go and break out of this here, which was 10,000. And then once we broke out of 10,500, I said that we were freaking gone. So as you could see, beautiful, beautiful. So once we broke out of that 1900, I said that once we touched it, we could see a huge drop all the way back down to 13. Or, we could just break it and go to the next zone, which was this area. From this area, I was thinking that we could mess around a little bit, but ultimately just go to 30K. And then from the 34K or so area, that's where I would see, like I said, the FOMO area where we could see a major drop back down to, who knows from all the way where it's going to just drop before we skyrocket it and hit easily 48 to 50K. So that is my that would have been my prediction for like 2020. But as the year went on and where we were, I was like, well, we're easily gonna reach 30,000 is what I would see for New Year's for the end of 2020. We made that prediction around November. I made that prediction around November. So October, September, yeah, so somewhere around here, and bam, we are there, guys. It's freaking amazing. So I, like I said, anything in this area is FOMO area. So I would see a retrace, but I don't think that we're gonna go to like 15, 20,000. I really don't. I think it's gonna be a quick retrace to 27 or 25, the lowest. And then we're gonna see that 44 to 46. Well, really 44 to 48. Um, and From there, the sky's the limit, guys. At the end of the year, 2021, I easily, I easily see 80,000 to $100,000 Bitcoin, guys. All right, what would that look like? What would that look like, guys? What would that look like? You know what I mean? So I think it could happen. It could definitely happen. But that is what I see happening in the next couple months. 80 to $100,000 Bitcoin by November, December time of 2021. I think that the bull run has started and it is nowhere near done. I think we're gonna keep on this rise for the whole year, and that is what cryptos do. It stayed steady, chilling since 2017, so it's about 3 years. So that in 1 year it could do all the movement that it had not done. So yep, let's go through these levels, guys. Um, 36 will be passing the next zone, so we could reach 44 to 46, and then from there we're looking at 66, 64, 66, and then from there, guys, we will be looking at the final target, which I'm looking at, let's say 80 to 100K. This sweet spot here, this 20K sweet spot, which, as you can see, to cryptos, to Bitcoin, is nothing. A 20K zone is nothing. It's just a little sweet spot from the major graph that is going to be building. So, yep, just like gold, baby, just like gold. It is freaking on it. Love it, love it. Well, I'm gonna get some sleep, guys. Hope y'all got some good nuggets out of this. And Yeah, I hope that y'all can catch some pips. Invest it wisely. Invest it wisely, guys. Don't. Don't invest money you don't have to invest. And yeah, may the odds be in our favors. All right. Well, y'all take it easy.